Tired of not knowing how to jungle? Maybe you just want to be a little better. Well then this video is for you. No, this video won't teach you how to become the next jungler for enemy or the replacement for adapting on Panthera, but it will definitely help you become a better jungler. This is my top 5 ways how to become a better jungler in Conquest. Now before I say anything, please understand these 5 things are what helped me become a better jungler. These are basic fundamentals of jungling, and this video is meant to teach new players and also be a helpful reminder to my SMITE veterans. I'd also love to hear what helped you become a better jungler, and please, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section down below, or you will definitely find an answer. If this video helps you, please leave a like and also subscribe for more amazing content.
Oh, Shivoki-senpai, but where do I start? What god should I use for jungling?
That is definitely nowhere near how you guys sound, but I get that question a lot, and not just for jungling, for all roles in Conquest, which I will be covering in later videos. I use the pros as a great reference. Weekend makes a really good best jungler list, and that video is in the description down below, but this leads me to my first point. Choose the right god for the team. Just like in real life, you wouldn't hire a plumber to fix your internet issues, right? Well, SMITE is kind of like that. You want the best possible team. If you have a Vulcan as your middle lane, you might want to grab a Wheelix. If you have a Tyr solo lane, it would be a great idea to grab a Fenrir. But also with this comes ranked Conquest. If you see that the enemy team has an Wheelix jungle, you might not want to grab Kali or Bakasura because she'll rip you out of the sky and you probably get smell of F6 from a mile away. Also, know your limits, guys. Pick a jungle that you are comfortable with and perfect that god slowly. Keep doing this with other gods and this will make you a better jungler. Now guys, do not forget there is nothing wrong with only being good at a few gods in the jungle. There was a time where I could only play Fenrir in the jungle, but I kept practicing other gods and voila! With practice makes perfect. If you ever want something in life, go for it. Don't listen to the negative people who say you can't, because you can. Keep at it, and I promise you can accomplish all your goals in life. Speaking of goals in life, I used to want to be a farmer. There ain't nothing wrong with wanting to be a farmer, son. Well, that was my terrible impersonation of a farmer. But this brings me to my second point. Learn farming and the jungle routes. Now with the recent change to Conquest, including the speed buff returning, mana camp moving, and changes on the XP camps, jungling is in a much more important and better place. It is detrimental to keep up with farming, and it is great to start with speed camp, then mana camp, a wave of solo lane minions, fire giant minions, and then head to the middle lane for the mid lane harpies. A route will help you make sure you get these XP camps the second they come up. But with that, understand not to leave a team fight mid-fight for some XP camps. I mean, that's like if Michael Jordan left mid-basketball game for a hot dog. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Now, hopefully your mid lane and solo lane are up to par and they know to be there when you get buffs and everything. But if they're not, a simple reminder would suffice. But when in doubt, just keep farming. Get it done, boy. But with getting your job done, remember that the jungler isn't just stuck to mid and solo lane. You have full reign over the entire map. And this brings me to my third point. Leave no man behind, soldier. There's a war out there, and those damn Nazis won't stop till we're all goddamn dead. Well, I definitely made that seem way more serious than it really is, but it's very important to be all over the map. If you only keep ganking mid and solo lane, soon the enemy team will pick up on that and they will focus dual lane. The element of surprise is everything to a jungler. Make them think you were backing and come around the other side and show them what cold steel tastes like. Or a punch to the face for some gods. But seriously, another great example for leaving someone behind is forgetting to get mana camp for solo lane. As a jungler, make sure you are keeping an eye on that map. Take care of your solo lane, your mid lane, and the dual lane players, and they will take care of you. They will feel a lot better rushing into a team fight with you if they don't think you're a kill-hungry, selfish pleb. Share the kills, share the buffs, and share the XP camps, and the game will go great. Lastly, do not leave an ally alone to get killed. Now, obviously, don't put yourself in a dumb spot, but if you can use an ability or two to distract or stop the enemy team from killing your teammate, do it. It's very, very important to keep your allies alive so they're not feeding the enemy team. This next point is a very important one, and it applies to a lot of aspects in life. It comes from a quote from one of my role models and idols, Bruce Lee. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put it into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. be water, my friend. This quote is really badass. Bruce Lee was the type of man to not let anyone tell him what he can or can't do. The way he lived his life was different than most people. He lived his life like water. When he needed to be calm and understanding, he could and he would. But when he needed to use force no man could fathom, he would. He would crash harder than a tsunami. In Smite, it's a very good idea to play like water, especially when you're the jungler. You need to take form to the situation in front of you. Know if you need to flow like water and move quietly in the background, taking out 1 or 2 targets, then getting out. Or when you need to crash like a tsunami, going into a team fight and destroying everyone in your path. Know your limits as a player, yet also break through your comfort zone. Pay attention to the players around you and pick out the ones you know you can destroy easily, then take them out. There is no point in chasing down a tank who you do little damage to, so honestly focus the healers, the ADC, and the main damage of the group. Now, being like water applies to a happy and comfortable life. If you go into a bad situation with a bad attitude, what do you think is going to happen? Most likely more bad things will come. Treat every experience like it's a new one. Go into each day with a happy and positive attitude. I learned this really late in life, and I promise you guys, it will help you make great friends, go far in your career, find a lover, and even become closer with your loved ones. And this brings me to my 5th and final point in being a better jungler. Don't stop moving! In Conquest, towards the mid and late game, the average player will hit a part of the game where he feels like he's kind of not doing anything. And that happens to a lot of players, but that's wrong! There are so many things you can be doing. Number 1 thing is to make sure you are with your group at all times. Push down towers, force team fights by pulling the Gold Fury or Fire Giant. Now, if you see a teammate is behind on level, help him farm. If he farms alone, he is wide open for the enemy team to gank him. Now, say you're level 20, you see the entire enemy team is away, and you also know you can handle your own. How about you split push? Push down those tier 2 towers and even take a Phoenix if possible. It is also a great idea to lay wards near the enemy base in case you have an ally or two who can use teleport to sneak up there and finish the enemy Titan with those little sexy minions. Now, other than that, that is it for my top 5 ways how to be a better jungler in Conquest. Smite is an amazing game, and there's only one thing I really want to touch base with before the video ends. There is a lot of negativity in Conquest and Smite altogether. Be nice, be understanding, and communicate. This game is so much fun, and it's because we make it fun. A gaming community is everything to a MOBA like Smite. If someone is being mean, just mute them, and be sure to report them after the game. Replying with mean comments towards mean comments is absolutely pointless. We are all to blame for getting mad, or being rude in a Smite game or two. But the only way to fix that is by changing you. If every person who watches this video promises to be nice and more understanding of a person, the community will be a much nicer place to be in. Try it, guys. Well, that's it for the video, my friends. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and also comment down below anything you'd love to add to the top 5 ways how to become a better jungler. My name is Shivoki, and I'd love for you guys to subscribe for more amazing content. We just hit 5,000 subscribers. Holy freaking shit. And we are only getting closer to my 10K goal. Thank you all for watching the video, and don't forget, with a little positivity, you can accomplish all your goals in life. Have a great day, and as always, my friends, deuces motherfuckers, deuces!